Welcome back to another day in the life. Today we are going on Mikey Taylor's new golfing segment. Mikey has 1 million followers on Instagram. He used to be a professional skateboarder. He's the owner of Commune Capital, a big real estate fund, and he's on the City Council of Thousand Oaks. Very interesting guy, super humble dude. Let's get after it. It never gets old. Every single time it brings me the same exact level of excitement. We've got the golf bag in the passenger seat. And one thing that I absolutely love about this supercar in general is that you don't have to really drive the crap out of it and drive it super fast to get that special feeling. With Ferraris, I feel like you can just cruise and you kind of hear the turbos, you hear the motor, and you don't have to really beat it up to get that enjoyable feeling out of it, if that makes sense. So beautiful out today. All right, listen to the turbos. And for anybody that may be a new viewer, like a newer follower, I just want everybody to know that I didn't get some unfair advantage when it came to starting in real estate. I started like 10 years ago with $5,000 in my bank account, and I was renting a room from a buddy of mine in Westlake for like $900 a month. And over time, when you work, it just compounds. So you can't expect to get rich overnight, but you can actually expect to get rich if you're gonna do something really hard for 10 years. So if you're a newer follower, I really hope that this advice sits well with you, and just know that you are 100% capable of doing it if you put your head down and do the hard work. Thank you. So this is actually my friend's old house. This lines the golf course, massive property. The land goes all the way back. They used to have a Carrera GT in that garage and a bunch of Ferraris and other cool cars. So that's kind of where a lot of my motivation to work hard and to get back here came from. All right, so this is the setup at Sherwood. We are currently at the bar, waiting for Mikey, editing vlog content on my phone, still trying to keep productive while we are spending the entire day golfing. All right, so we're waiting on Mikey right now, but I just got a phone call for a seller in Palm Springs. I just got their email address and their name for the contract. We're sending out a listing agreement. We are getting a new listing in Palm Springs. I think it's gonna be about 1.5 million, and I am so excited to get that deal done. A little behind the scenes. Mikey's here. Let's go, bro.
This is Ryan.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Mikey.
Nice to meet you, homie.
How are you?
We've got the film squad here, ready to rip.
We got film squad. We got somebody came to play a part 3. Who's that? You?
All right, Mikey. So, question for you about like my personal real estate portfolio. Figured there'd be no one better to ask.
Okay.
So I have a duplex in Thousand Oaks, a triplex in Thousand Oaks, and then I have a single family home in First Neighborhood.
Okay.
They're all at 3%.
Okay.
They all have low tax rates, and the portfolio cash flow is roughly $10,000 a month all in.
Do you know you know what the percentage is? Like if you looked at your investment in and
my cash
flow
on
relative.
my cash on cash is fucking huge because
great.
I all went like low down payment when I originally bought them.
Great.
The question is it worth 1031 exchanging and taking out like all of the equity from these properties and putting it into like a bigger commercial building?
Depends. So it depends if you can exchange out and get into something at either a better basis or a better project.
Got it.
Usually what happens is you're going to sell your asset at a high, which means you're going to buy at a high, or you don't ever want to do this, but if you sell at a low, that's usually when you're able to buy at a low. So you need to find out what your potential return is, kind of build your maybe 10-year pro forma on it, if you hold it, look at what the cash flow growth is, and then compare that to the commercial asset that you're potentially looking at.
Got it. So take an actual building that I could buy theoretically and then say, okay, I'm going to get X million out of this. I can put it here. This would be the return.
Yeah, so for example, right, let's say you're making 10% each year on your cash flow. And when you consider a potential exit, let's say, you're making a 20% IRR on this project, right? Let's just consider that. Well, if you're looking at buying a commercial property, a 20% IRR on something that you're not developing is impossible to hit right now.
Yeah.
So if that's your potential, return, why sell that for a smaller return?
Right.
It'd be better to almost just either start saving for another down payment on the commercial asset, or if interest rates ever get back down to that, then potentially pull cash out and do it again.
Then you can look at, okay, interesting. All right, guys, you heard it here first. Let's go.
The left looks friendly.
No, watch, maybe kick. Whoa, what a kick. Off the tree.
Dang, that was pretty sick. Mikey kind of got him.
So, you used to be a professional skateboarder, and then you sold the beer company for how much?
It was about right around 60.
60. Woo, that's a big bag right there, bro. Let's go.
But we had investors.
Right.
So we back investors first. They had a pref as well.
Okay.
And then we made our money after that. But we did good. We definitely did good.
It's amazing. And do you still skate now?
Not enough.
Not enough?
Not
But
enough.
you could still tray flip?
I can still tray flip.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I can, I can do the, to the normal eye, if you're not a skater, I look pretty good.
Yeah.
If you were somebody who watched me as a pro skater, they're like, what happened to you? You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. So number one tip in business on how to scale, go.
Oh man, okay. When you start a business, considering you're not raising money, if you're starting something on your own, you have to know that for a time, it'll be all you doing everything. The second you have the revenue to hire somebody, you hire them right away. You need to say no to a lot of income for you in the beginning so that you can make more income on the back end. Scaling is everything. To be able to scale, you have to know what you're good at. For me, I am not an operator. I'm somebody who comes up with ideas. I can get people stoked, ready to go, and I can put a lot of energy forward, but it's sloppy energy. So for me, I have to look for an operator first, and then from there, there's only so many, let's say, pillars of business, right? It's somebody's got to manage it. You need your, finance in order, you need marketing, you need sales, and then you just go. Yeah. So know what you're good at, know what you're bad at, and bring people in to cover the things that you're bad at. Do it right away. Don't get stuck in solopreneur land. It's actually a hard thing to get out of.
That's some gold right there. Thanks, bro.
Let's go get this, G.
Nice putt. Okay, so
close family friend of ours.
Yeah.
Lived on my street growing up. I was a kid. He syndicated an apartment to get started. And then he did every apartment after that on his own. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
He's probably 65. He's thousands of doors. He's got to be worth 200, 300 million bucks. Right? He's got easily a few mil coming in a month. I don't think he's paid taxes in 20 years. Right?
Because of the apartment buildings and
because there's just so much depreciation.
Yeah.
It doesn't even post a taxable event or a gain.
Yeah.
Right? And then he exchanges all of them. He played the real estate investor that solely owns everything perfectly. Right?
That's sick.
So when we sold St Archer, and I wanted to basically go in on multifamily.
Yeah.
And I called him, and I'm like, Sean, this is what I'm thinking about doing. And I was telling him that I was thinking about doing a private equity real estate firm. Yeah. So I was telling him I'm going to build a business. I'm going to raise money. I'm going to have investors. Yeah. And he goes, why? Why would you do that? Why? You have enough money to go do this yourself. Why? And basically what I told him, I was like, you know what? I want to build a business. I enjoy having to figure out how to scale and go after it and grow something. That's what I actually enjoy, and I want to enjoy what I do. Yeah. And he was just like, okay, but not the lane he chose. Yeah. So I chose to raise capital. I chose to build a business. Yeah. I'm 8 years into it. I would have made that choice over and over again. Yeah. That's what I like.
Interesting. So you can kind of, whatever your preference is towards.
If you want to build and you have opportunity, the opportunity is the big one. Yeah.
But from what you're saying is the people that have mega high net worths in the hundreds of millions of dollars almost always syndicated and used other people's money at some point.
I would say if you're looking at percentages, way more people. He's an example of being worth a couple $100 million bucks. He didn't do that. So he's the I would say more of the exception of the rule.
Uh-huh.
But like, dude, if you're, in my perspective, if you're really looking at where like money is, it's private equity, private credit, and private equity real estate. Those are the 3 buckets. That's what I would say.
All right, so that wraps up our day filming with Mikey Taylor. Honestly, I love what I do so much because today doesn't feel like work. Today is just doing what I love. It's connecting with amazing guys, golfing, and also bringing value and content to the people that follow along as well. So thank you guys so much for following along. We'll see you on the next video. All right, so the girls aren't feeling so good, so I got Emma some popsicles and I got Mommy some flowers. I got you flowers. Love you. Hi, Dallas. Oh my God. Guess what? I got you special watermelon popsicles.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Hey, can I have one?
Yeah, after dinner.